So is Spider-Man 4 going to be key to everything? Well, it looks like with some plans going into place, it very well could be. Let's check out the most recent report that dives into the fact that Spider-Man 4 will be a direct sequel to Doomsday and tie the whole Secret Wars saga together. It sounds like Spider-Man is going to be front and center. This is not a report you want to miss. Let's dive in. Well, I have to say, guys, I found this one pretty interesting given everything that's happened. If you're a fan of this channel, you know we talk a lot of Spider-Man, and over the last year, we've heard rumor after report after rumor after report telling us what's going to happen, and the only thing that has been consistent is it's changing. We've heard it's going to be a street-level adventure focused on the Kingpin with Daredevil. We've heard Toby and Andrew are going to return in another multiverse adventure. We've heard it's going to be part of Battleworld, and now it seems like we might have a clearer picture. Now, as many of you know, before Spider-Man 4 drops, we're going to get Avengers Doomsday, and the upcoming Spider-Man sequel will fill in the gap between Doomsday and Secret Wars. And according to one Hollywood insider, it's not only going to fill the gap, it's going to be a direct sequel. Now, this report comes via Daniel Rickman. So, like we always like to say, it's not Marvel Studios or Kevin Feige himself, or in this case, the Russo brothers. So, we want to take it with a grain of salt. But it does sound like Marvel has found a way to get this whole story put together in a way that might be pretty exciting. Now, what Rickman is saying is that after we get Avengers Doomsday in 2026, Spider-Man 4 is not only going to be set in the aftermath of that story, which is not uncommon for MCU movies, but it's going to be a direct sequel. What this really means is that the Russo brothers are going to be taking on Doomsday and Secret Wars, while Dustin Daniel Cretton will fill in that middle story. Now, to me, this pretty much and absolutely assures that Spider-Man 4 is indeed going to be set in Battleworld. And if it is set in Battleworld, well, we could get the best of almost anything. This totally means Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield could return once again, and opens the door to pretty much any other variant in the multiverse, from Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider to Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Now, in all of this, I don't think Marvel is going to miss the opportunity to also bring in some new faces that could show up in this post-Secret Wars world. I would not be surprised if we saw a Gwen Stacy, as well as Miles Morales. And if I'm making any predictions, this next Spider-Man movie set in Battleworld could very well be not only 3 Spider-Men, but maybe a team of 5, leaning very hard into the Spider-Verse style format. This has been expanded on a little bit by other Hollywood insiders. In this case, My Time to Shine Hello. And they are even saying it could go well beyond that, suggesting there could be a, quote, lot of spider people in that movie, and that Spider Island could be part of the event. Now, in the comic book, Spider Island sees the Queen and the Jackal team up to give everybody in New York City, including other superheroes, their own spider powers. And you can see how some variation of this could take place. I cannot be the only one who would love to see Jacob Batalon's Ned Leeds get his own spider powers and join Peter at least for a swing. Now, I don't think My Time to Shine is the best source, but when you start thinking about it, we could see something similar for the film. I'm pretty sure a version of the Big Apple is going to exist in Doom's Battleworld. And more than likely, we could see quite a few number of multiverse Spidey variants from throughout the multiverse getting together for some kind of New York-based conflict. Now, what's key is using this in the middle between Secret Wars and Doomsday, and I think by laying out the groundwork that this new Battleworld has all these variants and is cobbled together in the way we all know so well from the comics, this will make it pretty easy to transition into Secret Wars when we finally have that showdown. It also suggests some other cameos like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, or based on some of that concept art, maybe Yelena Belova's Doom Police, or Doctor Strange, or maybe even the Thor Corps. But at the end of the day, we are definitely going to get multiple Spider-Man variants. Just who they face off against, well, that could be the big question. In any case, 3 big films going between 2.5 and 3 hours each definitely give Marvel enough time to set up Battleworld, have us enjoy Battleworld for at least one full movie, and then see the final showdown in Secret Wars. 7 to 8 hours of content is definitely enough time to do this. And on top of all that, it keeps Sony pretty happy with the results because they get all the variants we know they were asking for. Now, one thing I do like about this whole concept here and the leak itself is it makes a lot of sense when you think about how these timelines have changed and everything keeps getting shuffled around. The Russo brothers are giving it a full rewrite, and this would explain why we haven't heard a lot about the Spider-Man script and while it's also being worked on. Having these 3 stories tailored to be interwoven will definitely help Marvel get back to the day where each Marvel movie brought people back to the theater for the next chapter, and not only were they back, but they were excited and anticipating it the moment the first film ended. And that's the magic Marvel Studios has been missing since Endgame. This is a huge course correction, keeping us engaged with multiple characters over multiple movies. I don't think Marvel is going to miss this opportunity, and we're going to follow it pretty closely, because not only do I think Spider-Man 4 is going to be big, and not only do I think Spider-Man is going to be a success, I think it could be the biggest Spider-Man movie ever. But we're going to have to wait and see. Now, before you take off though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell for all the updates. We do daily Marvel and DC videos, and we want to be your place for all the real, truthful superhero news, and we're going to bring it to you truthfully and transparently so you are really, really in the know.